What's up, everyone? Y'all are tuned in to the Merciless Show, and today we are doing another last name origins. This one was requested by a close friend of mine. But before we start, I just want to let you know that if you have, um, if you want me to do your family last names, just send me an email. My email's in the description. Give me your father's last name and your mother's maiden name, and I'll do a video where we research the origins, the meaning, the history, any royalty behind it, and all that good stuff. Okay, so the first name we're looking at is Barrera. I'm going to try to keep this video under 16 minutes. I'm just going to get down to the nitty gritty um, and I don't want to be on here just babbling. Okay. So, noble surnames such as Barrera evoke images of the ancient homeland of the Spanish people. The original bearer of the name Barrera, which is a local surname, once lived, held land, or was born in Spain. Local names originally denoted the proprietorship of the village or estate. The surname Barrera originally derived from the Spanish word barrera, which referred to a barrier and denoted that the family originally lived beside a gate or a fence. So, um, so check out the two words that it starts. Noble surnames, such as Barrera. Now, for anyone who doesn't um, know the meaning of the word noble, it should be very obvious, but noble means that the person who held this name was very well respected. And to take note that this name was first found in the medieval era, it should uh, it would make more sense to say that the person who had this name was probably pretty wealthy, because if they lived by a gate or a fence, which is probably another another way of wording that they lived in a gated home or fenced-in home, then it is probably pretty likely to say that they were probably pretty wealthy, because you can't. It's hard to picture the common people um, owning a fenced-in home. This seems more likely to be something that someone who was very closely associated with a monarch would have. Okay, the surname Barrera was first found in Castile, an important Christian kingdom of the medieval Spain. Okay. Now, just like many other last names, the Barrera also has many different variations, such as Barrios de Barrios, Barrio de Barrio, Barro, Barros de Barros, Barroso. Barroso is probably more of an Italian variation. Barrera, de Barrera, de la Barrera, Barrera, de Barrera, Barral, Barreto, Barrientos, and many more. Okay, yeah, and this right here is the family crest. let's see what Wikipedia says about this name. Spanish, Portuguese, and Italian surname meaning barrier. Yep. So I was probably right there. Barroso was the Italian variation. Okay, so this right here. Surnames derived from place names are divided into two broad categories: topographic names and habitational names. Topographic names are derived from general descriptive references to someone who lived near physical features such as an oak tree, a hill, a stream, or a church. Habitation names are derived from pre existing names denoting towns, villages, and farmsteads. Other classes of local names include those who derive from the names of rivers, individual houses with signs on them, regions, and whole countries. A notable member of the name was Wow de Barros. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce that. The Portuguese historian from the born in Vici. He was the governor of the Portuguese Guinea and is known for his monumental decades. The history of the Portuguese in the East Indies. Portuguese surnames share many features of the Spanish surnames, in particular Arabic and Visigoth influence. Now, anyone who knows the history of the Iberian Peninsula, which includes the countries of um, Portugal, Spain, and a tiny bit of France, uh, the the Moors, in other words, the Muslims, were once controlling the Iberian Peninsula. I want to say it was probably during the 11th, maybe up to the 14th century. Um, and many of the Portuguese and Spanish words is rooted with Arabic influence. Okay, okay. Now, the second name we are going to be looking at is Pantaleon. The surname Pantaleon was first found in 1004 when the Pantaleoni family moved from Greece to Venice. That's interesting because the person who has these names is Mexican. And I guess it's more surprising because it would make more sense to me for a Latin American to have a Latin rooted last name. But Pantaleon does not have Latin roots. The surname Pantaleon has roots in Greece. So it's a Greek rooted name, and so that's pretty interesting. The name became a popular personal name in the times before surnames, in part due to the popularity of Saint Pantaleon, who lived in the 4th century in present day Turkey. Okay, so um so in 1004 when this name was first found, um Greece uh was a Greece was part of a very powerful empire called the Byzantine Empire. Um, and during that time, Turkey was still part of the Byzantine Empire. So Turkey was still fully part of Greece. And every country was full of part of every country connecting to the Byzantine Empire. And that would make more sense to just go ahead and say that. Um, the reason why this is so interesting is because any Mexican who lives in Mexico would should be able to vouch this for me, that there are many Mexicans who live in Mexico, um, who are descendants of Egyptians and other Middle Easterns, such as um, probably Syria, Jordan, Lebanon, probably Israel, and Turkey, probably so. It wouldn't be that far fetched to say that there's probably some Greeks included in the Turkish Mexicans. Um, so that's the family crest. Yeah, and Pantaleon variations. Pantaleo, Pantaleone, Pantaleoni, Pantalone, Pantaloni, and many more. Now, they say that this name was inspired by the Saint Pantaleon in the 4th century. From Turkey. Okay. Saint Pantaleon, counted in the West among the late medieval 14 holy helpers, and in the East as one of the holy unmercenary healers, was a martyr of Nicomedia in Bithynia during the Diocletian persecution of 305 AD. Unmercenaries mean that they were unmercenary healers means that um, they were healing people for free. They weren't expecting any payment from their healings from the people that they were helping. Oh man. Now, since we're on the subject of Middle Eastern, I think it's pretty. I think that this video isn't about me, right? But the Celtics, the Celtics of the British Isles were first part of Gaul, which is a region of France, Germany, and the surrounding countries. So, but for a while, that's where they stayed before the British Isles. But when I'm not sure when, but one time there were some gulls that uh, migrated to Turkey, and they were called the Galatians. This is the Galatians from the Bible in the region of Galatia. I'm not sure how, but the Galatians from Turkey migrated to the British Isles. So, man, so with common Turkish ancestors, me and the person who has this last name probably have some common ancestry. It's pretty interesting. But this has been the Merciless Show. If you like content such as this, remember to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell button, and share this shit. Um, Also, if you're a happy subscriber to the Merciless Show, please um go like my Facebook page called The Merciless Show. That is also in the description. Um, yeah, that's all. You guys have a great day.